What is up with it? First, before we get into it, I have a big announcement. As some of you who follow me on Twitter know, me and an Eastern player who goes by SQ Money Matched, EB format, myself playing Lucci versus SQ playing GP Luffy. I have that down below in the description. There's going to be a link to my Metafy where that is uploaded. I've decided that basically I'm hoping to get some support for the channel. I have basically not made any money off YouTube, which is perfectly fine. Like, the purpose of this channel is not to make money. I do this as a hobby. I do this because it is something that I wanted to exist, and it didn't. And so I said, I'm going to make the channel that I want to exist, somewhere where people can watch high level content for free, get insight into, what like high level players are thinking. Even though when I started, I wasn't necessarily the highest level player. I thought I was, decent enough at the game. But my Metafy is going to have a $10 subscription where every week I hope to post money matches. This week I posted 2, both versus SQ, me playing Lucci, him playing Green Purple Luffy. The first one is completely free. If you click on my Metafy, you can go watch that right now. It has commentary. It's kind of more like my old style videos where it's me commentating over my own gameplay and talking about my own decision making process. Of course, as the channel has developed, we've moved away from that and mostly me watching and commentating other people's gameplay. On the Metafy, I don't plan to ever necessarily have that be the case. It will always be my own gameplay because it would be kind of weird for me to charge for someone else's gameplay. But really, this would just be a way for me to give thanks to everyone who supports me. Or it would be a way for people to support me who want to give thanks for everything that I do, as well as getting some extra bonus content. So if you do that, if you decide to check it out, if you decide to subscribe, I would super appreciate it, because I would love to live in a world where I could just do this full time. Of course, I'm a regular person with a regular job. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into it. This is the grand finals of the Mexico Regional. We have Blackbeard, which most people consider the best deck, versus Shanks. And I believe Shanks got to win the rock, paper, scissors. And as they were 11-1, so the better record, so they chose to go second. The Blackbeard is choosing to go Lafitte on 1. Gonna go ahead and use the Lafitte. I see a couple finger pistols. I see Assure You, a 10-drop Blackbeard, and a 2K the Stronger, I believe. So still no stage that we can see. We're gonna go ahead and grab the 10-drop. Nothing too interesting about his build so far. I haven't seen any like Doc Qs. Ooh, okay, so he's thinking of grabbing the Kuzan rather than the full ed. Nope. He's thinking about grabbing the island. Nope, he's gonna grab the Kuzan. Okay, interesting. And I think he has another era. Yeah, he has one more era. I think he's probably decided that slightly too late for the stage. He already has a 10-drop. Okay, so there's a Doc Q. Since he's playing Doc Q, that leads me to believe he's not playing like the casino Blackbeard that like Impact has popularized. So we probably won't see any 500 million triggers. Also, shout outs to Abster. I know Abster was maybe the first person to like really popularize it, but Impact, of course. Him and Arnold getting top 4 at Peoria. I think it's going to be even more popular than it was before. So Andreas just going to go ahead and play down the Lucky Roo. After swinging 5, and I believe we countered out of that 5. I imagine we're going to, we're going to swing 6. Okay. And we're going to play, I imagine, the Jesus Burgess. Yep. The Burgess has come down. Nothing that the Shanks player can really do about it. I don't think we have to start leader affecting yet. It's probably next turn where we have to start doing that. I'm actually going to bump up this speed ever so slightly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing 5 with the Lucky Roux, which the Blackbeard is going to take. We're going to go ahead and swing 7. Or 6, rather, and then 7. We'll counter the 6, we'll take the 7. Okay, so now we are on 7 Dawn, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how many cards we have in trash. It's probably close to 8 or at 8. So we probably have a 7k Burgess here. Or we will after we leader effect, which this is the point of the game where we have to actually start leader effecting. Okay. I imagine we're going to play Kuzan. We're just going to swing 5. They're going to leader effect. Okay, I think we're going to play Kuzan Vasco. Oh, never mind. 1 for a stronger. Okay, we've actually decided that we want to remove this Luffy. And we're actually going to pitch the Kuzan, and then we're going to KO the Luffy. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I think this was an 8. And then, yeah, we'll play the Vasco and we will pass. So trying to play a lot of board control here as the Blackbeard. We only have, I believe, 4 in hand. Our Shanks opponent is on 8. We're definitely trying to dodge a dragon here. Okay, it's just going to be a Rayleigh, just a vanilla 8/8, not particularly strong here. I believe our Burgess is also an 8. Could be even potentially bigger now. We are on 9. We got rid of the Kuzan last turn, which could end up being problematic. I would like to know down in the comments, what do you guys think about finals not being timed? I feel like I have very mixed opinions on it. I think on one hand, it's cool. It means that like there will be an actual victor, which is awesome. On the other hand, it does feel a little weird that we're like, you know, we're saying like one match is like more important than all the others in a way. I don't know. I have weird feelings about it. I think overall though, I'm down. Oh, are we going 8-9? Play Kuzan? Or no, we're just going 8. They're going to take. We're going to play Kuzan. And then I don't think we have another Burgess to level this up into. Yeah, we're just going to pass. Yeah, not finding another Burgess. I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that we didn't grab stage earlier or we didn't open stage. Like, it feels like when you find stage, you're always going to be finding those Burgesses. Okay, so now we're on 10. I imagine a lot of the time we will see a 10 drop Shanks come down. We're going to go ahead. I think we only have 3 cards in hand. Oh, wow. We're going to take. Okay, going to go 5 again. Going to go 8. We're going to take. Oh, wow. He is playing it. Oh, wow. And he can't KO the Lucky Roo, but he can bounce it. And the judges are reading it. And yep. We can't KO it, because if we did, then he gets to pop our Lucky Roo and we just lose on the spot. The problem here is, like, how much does this... Actually, this... Because we have the Kuzan, this 10 drop actually for sure saves us. Okay, and the leader effect is, of course, negated by the 10 drop teach, so we don't have to worry about that at all. We're going to go ahead and swing 5 with the Kuzan. This feels like a game that potentially can start going in the Blackbeard's favor for sure. That trigger was pretty nice. I don't think it necessarily like won or lost the game, but it was very good. And now we're either going 9 or 10. I think we're going 10. No, we went 9. 9 at the Rayleigh. And we're just going to go ahead and play out the Vasco. We need the blocker, I think. I'm not sure I love that 9 at the Rayleigh. Yeah, we're going to have to leader effect here. Yeah, I'm not sure I love the 9 at the Rayleigh. I feel like we really would have preferred to be able to have a chance to close out the game this next turn. We're going to go ahead and counter. Okay, the opponent's going to go ahead and have a rush Luffy. This definitely feels like a board state that the Shanks player has a good chance of winning. Oh, we're going to block like that. Really? And choosing to not swing the 8 drop Rayleigh? For reasons... Well, I guess I get it. Because, like, it's just going to get blocked. But, like, why did we block with the Vasco? Why didn't we just block with Teach? Weren't we just supposed to block with Teach? If we just blocked with Teach, we still have Vasco on board here, right? I guess if we blocked with Teach, he swings the Rayleigh, and then we have to block with the Vasco anyways. So never mind. It ends up actually in the same place. I still low-key think we were supposed to block with Teach first, but maybe I'm wrong. We have to find a way to survive this turn, which doesn't feel like it's happening. Yeah, so that's the end of game 1. I believe this is a best 2 of 3. That was a close one for sure. Not sure there was anything different that the Blackbeard player could have done. Maybe taking stage at one point. We're going to go ahead and this is my era. Oh, Blackbeard actually chose to go first. I'm under the impression that second is the preferred turn order. So I'm a little surprised by that actually, but we're going to go ahead and island, look at top 3. We're going to grab the dot Q. I also haven't really seen lists that are playing both dot Q and the I bid, but actually maybe Arnold did. I haven't actually looked that closely at his list, to be honest. Let me know if you guys would be interested in me making a video where I go over all the deck lists again. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I enjoyed doing that during Treasure Cup season a lot. It's been a bit harder for these regionals, in part because I was at 2 of them. And in part because there's been like 3 every single weekend or whatever. So it's like, man, that's a lot of regionals to go over. But we could do it for sure. Okay, gonna go 6/6. We're gonna go ahead and take. Then we're gonna play the Marco. Marco, of course, not having anything to KO here. We're gonna draw, being at 7 Dawn now. We're gonna go ahead and Island Effect, pitching an Augur. Gonna go ahead and grab a Lafitte. I think we passed up a Shiryu, so maybe we're not too worried about this Sanji. So we're gonna go 2 for Lafitte. Really digging here. But the Lafitte's also nice because it's probably gonna act as a pseudo blocker. Probably gonna have to waste like a 5k swing into it. So there's definitely a lot of equity in that. I wonder what he's really looking for here. I would have assumed it was a 10 drop or a Kuzan. Maybe the problem is he found both. But I think you probably... Oh, okay. So just going to go ahead and hard play another Burgess, I have to imagine. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised he decided to swing 6 rather than swing 5 and play the Kuzan. I feel like... I guess maybe he was worried about his opponent just 2K'ing out of it. But didn't the opponent just 2K out of the Burgess anyways? So, like, it's the same thing, except you didn't get to play Kuzan? Like, sure, they took the 1 hit on the character, right? But they just 2K'd for the leader, which is the same thing as if you swing 5 at it and they 2K for the character, right? Like, either way, you're killing the character and doing no damage. So my instinct says that like playing Kuzan would have been a little bit better. But I haven't played too much Teach, so maybe he feels like playing Kuzan on this turn is more important, because if he plays Kuzan this turn, then he doesn't have to level it up into the Burgess if he doesn't want to. If he doesn't have to level it up into the Burgess, it gives him more optionality for the following turn. I could see that being an argument. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing what I imagine is 8 at the Marco. Andreas is going to let that go through, which I think is a little odd. Like, we could have blocked with the Lucky Roo. Okay, but we are going to level up the Kuzan. This is a Burgess for sure. And Eric is playing extremely quickly. I mean, I know I have this on 1.5 speed, but he is playing lightning fast, almost as though there is time constraints. But there is not, at least according to the broadcast. But hey, I'm a huge fan of people playing fast, so I'm super down. Thinking about what to leader skill. Oh, wow. Wait, did he not leader skill? I guess deciding, hey, if you want to play whatever and get the on play, I've got 4 Burgess, bro. I'm chilling. Like, I don't really care if you remove one with whatever his name is. I'm hoping you guys cannot hear the dog barking outside. I don't think you can, so I think we're chilling. If you can, my apologies. It's not very often that you get to see quad Burgess on the board. I'm going to keep it a buck. It is not too often. I feel like if your opponent gets to put 4 of these on the board, they're probably winning the game. I could be mistaken, but that is what I'm going to go ahead and assume. Wow, we're really grabbing a black hole over the 10 drop. I find that very surprising. We must already have one. Yeah, we have one, and we don't think that we ever need to play another one, which is probably true. I imagine we're always freezing the blocker. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why we're even thinking about it. And then we just get to go 5, and then probably like 99999 based on how far we are in the game. They're probably 9s. We probably have to counter out of this one. And then we have to counter out of like one of the 9s. I mean, surely we're just pressing W, right? Wow, really? We're swinging at the ruse. We're swinging at the ruse is interesting. Maybe he's afraid of dying. Maybe he's afraid of dying. But I don't know, man. Okay, so gonna go down to 1. I mean, maybe Eric is under the impression that if he clears the ruse this turn, he always gets to kill next turn. And like the Burgess is only going to get bigger, right? So it's actually probably really reasonable to clear the ruse. Like this turn, the ruse turn into like blockers that block a 9. But if we swing at life and then we swing at life again next turn, the ruse turn into blockers that that block like a 10 or an 11, right? So like that's probably fair. Gonna swing 7 at life. I feel like we're so chilling by taking that. Like, I feel like when the opponent starts 7 there, like we actually could not care less. This is for sure Blackbeard's game. I cannot imagine a world where this is not won by Blackbeard. Yeah, you can just take again and then block. Like, yeah, you don't even have to block because he doesn't even swing it. Yeah, and then here you just kill him. Like, you just black hole the... Yeah. Andreas seemed a little confused. He was like, hey, it doesn't pop. It's a 5 cost. And he's like, don't worry. I know it doesn't pop. He's going to pitch every card in his hand. He could have kept one, but it doesn't matter. He has math lethal. Like, he's swinging like probably 5 times into 1 life. I don't even know what your hand would have to look like. Like, how many cards does that take? Like, 4 cards 3 times, because you can take 1 and then you can quad 2k 3 times and then 1k the 5, or I guess the 5 you can leader skill. So wait, no, he also has 6 dawn up. He actually has 6 dawn up, so it's actually like 12 12 12 12 12 11. So you need you can take 1 and then 3 12 2Ks and then 3 more, 15 2Ks and a 1K? Or no, just 15 2Ks because of leader skill. That light work. All you need is 15 2Ks. If anyone could do it, it's Shanks. Okay, so both players seemingly happy with Shanks going second. I'd love to hear from Eric exactly why he prefers first. Because I am under the impression that second is the consensus. Eric has actually never opened stage in his life. I guess he did open it last game. Or did he search into it? I think he searched into it. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a much weaker start for the Shanks. Only playing the 4-drop Sanji. I hope you guys cannot hear the, like, banging. Someone is, like, hammering something in their house. Like, doing some sort of construction work on their house. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, though. A lot of ruckus going on right now. So if you can hear that, my apologies. All right, so we're going to swing 5. And then we're going to swing 6, 6. We're going to take 1, and then we'll see if he takes 2. If he counters out of this one. We are going to take... We are now on 7. And our hand, if I was looking at it correctly, is looking kind of ass. I feel like I saw just like a lot of counter. Oh, wow. I think it is just a lot of counter. 8 at Luffy. Oh, wow. It gets through. I'm actually shocked that got through. I'm actually stunned. I actually low-key cannot believe that went through. Do we have a Doc Q? Are we going Doc Q? No. Damn. That's really disappointing, honestly. I was going to say, if we go Doc Q, Vasco, kind of shiced, but we did not have it. I think that this is very likely going to be a game that Shanks wins. Double Rue here is also pretty strong. Deals with the Van Augur, which Eric will get a draw, but like that's not the end of the world. We're going to go ahead and swing 7 at the Shanks' life. They're going to go ahead and take. We're once again going to go 7. In this game, we don't have the eras or the island. So this Burgess is just not very big. Which, you know, Burgess is by far the most important card in the deck. And the reason it's important is because at the end of the game, it's randomly a 12k. But not only that, in the middle of the game, it's also like a 4-7. And if it's not going to be a 4-7 in the middle of the game, you're losing a lot of equity there. Also interesting that we never decided to block with the ruse. I guess we've just decided that they're more important as swingers. Like, we're not that scared about the Blackbeard player rushing us down. It's more important that we rush them down, which I think is probably accurate considering the dynamics of the matchup. I'm sure some percentage of the time you'd want to block just to get rid of the Augur. But the Shanks probably just feels very comfortable. I'm not exactly sure how many cards are in the Shanks' player hand. There's one less now that he's dropped the 10 drop Shanks, and he's going to go ahead and go. Oh, wow. Is it 5 at 5? Is Burgess really that small? Okay, so we're losing the Burgess guaranteed if he wants to take it. Yeah, and he does. Makes sense. Yeah, I think that this is a wrap. I think no stage, no eras, like the Burgess being really small, only having one of them. I think like this is goobed beyond repair. Like, surely we have to counter. Yeah, he's not even countering. I don't know. I guess he was just hoping like I take and like I find the 10 drop. Which, to be fair, it looks like he did find, and I don't think he had it before. But I think bro is like goobed for sure. Like, double Lucky Roo is just gonna make it like so hard for us to kill. Oh, he looks pretty thrilled that the opponent took a 5 there. We're gonna leader scale, finally ditching the stage. Shanks is gonna draw. This definitely feels like a game to me that Shanks wins. Granted, I've never played this matchup, so I could be misreading the situation. But yeah, like, look at this. We just get to do that. And then once he does that, oh, we're not going to turn the ruse sideways. We're a little concerned about dying. And the thing is, these ruse blocking can actually deal with both the Augur and the Shuryu. So they're actually super annoying in this situation. We do have another 10 drop though, but I don't know if that saves you for sure. All right, we are going to play it. Your Shuryu is still only a 5k though, or a 4k. So we get to swing 5 with Augur, and they're just going to 1k. Damn, I feel like we're going to swing 5 and the Shanks is just going to 1k again. And then they're going to have both of these Lucky Roos still up. Yeah, they are. Not taking the bait to use these blocks. We do have 2 12-drop. Okay, we are considering what to leader effect with the Blackbeard discard effect. I think we're gonna probably not do it. Is where I lean. Is I think he's not gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and swing 5. I mean, we just have to counter. We can swing 12. I feel like this is a swing we can take. I don't really think there's any advantage. Oh my goodness. Yo, a trigger here would be massive. A trigger. Oh, no trigger. Oh my goodness, that could have been huge. I kind of wonder why he paused and thought. Okay, we're going to play the Raelian. We're going to pass. Leaving up 2 Dawn, representing the Red Hawk. I don't think we've seen a Red Hawk in his list at all, but considering the fact that he plays kind of a control-esque build, definitely doesn't feel impossible. We get the draw. Ah, and that's the game. Congratulations to the Shanks. That was a very well-played game. I know this matchup is favored for Blackbeard, especially if the Shanks player is not playing a ton of rush cards, which it doesn't seem like he was playing anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, very, very, very well played. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.